How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of Frankenstein. He's one of the strangest tales ever told. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. Well, we've warned you.
You have been warned. Welcome back to the Frankenstein Minute, the podcast that dissects the Universal film series minute by minute. I'm Thom Lang.
And I'm Bill Evenson. We are going to talk about minute 52
Yeah.
of Universal's 1931 film, Frankenstein. One of the better minutes.
It is.
It's a highlight.
Stirring minute.
It kind of puts the minute last week to shame.
Yeah.
Where stupid crap with the water and all that.
Yeah. What's the Lamley family reunion here?
Is that what's going on?
So,
yeah,
yeah,
that would make a lot of sense. I
Yeah.
suppose that's probably a lot of what's going on there. So where are the Lemleys from?
Germany.
Okay, well then that's where they got.
that's
all
where
right,
they-
well we can talk. We got a lot to talk about here.
Yep,
so
go for it.
So this is what I was going to mention last week. Is these gentlemen are dancing something called Schuhplattler. You got notes on this?
No, I did look it up, but I...
Schuhplattler. Performers stomp, clap, and strike the soles of their shoes. That's where the shoe comes from.
Okay.
And they also strike their thighs and knees with their hands held flat or plot. Schuhplattler.
You see?
And the guy on the right is not as good as the guy on the left. I noticed that when we were just watching it.
Yeah.
He's maybe a little bit more, he's got great coordination. He's not bad at it by any means, but the other guy's a little showier.
Got a little more finesse.
A little finesse.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The Fred Astaire of Schuhplattler.
There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
People are dressed in their Tracht, which is traditional garments, including lederhosen for men and dirndl for women.
Wow, you
Yeah.
dug a little deeper.
I had to. There's a lot of dancing.
Yeah. Well, this pales in comparison to the amount of dancing in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Oh, is it all
it's
dancing?
like 90 minutes of people waltzing,
Yeah,
and
that's
then there's
right.
a little bit of story.
You're talking about not the book. You're talking
No,
about the
about
movie Mary
Kenneth
Shelley. Yeah,
Branagh's
Kenneth Branagh. He likes a lot of
Abomination.
dancing. I think there's a lot of dancing in his.
Henry V.
I was going to say Hamlet, but it is Henry V. Yeah.
Yeah,
They both start with H.
Yeah.
Okay, so because did he do a Hamlet? He didn't.
He didn't do Hamlet. He did.
I'm thinking, yeah. I always get him mixed up with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, because their careers followed a very similar path.
Very similar. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, well, who knows now?
One of the things I did is I asked my phone. Do you ever do this? When a song is playing, you can ask your phone,
Yeah.
what song is this?
Yeah, I have an app called Soundhound that will do that.
Ah, okay. So I don't know. I just ask Google. I say,
Yeah.
hey, Google, what is this song? Probably going to happen now because I just said it. Okay, I asked my phone what this song is called that's playing during this
all right.
minute. And the song, according to my phone, is called The Monster Meets the Little Girl, parentheses, from Frankenstein, Frankenstein, parentheses, by Giuseppe Becci, which it's B-E-C-C-E, I'm assuming that's right.
Yeah.
But that name I knew was right. That's who did this song. But what an odd name for this song. It's the title of the song is What Just Happened.
Just happened, yeah.
I'm thinking
previous
it's
scene.
possible, or there's something wrong with the algorithm that told me the name of the song, and that's actually the name of the track before that, something.
I think it's this isn't on the Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie, yeah. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I don't
'cause
think it is.
It cuts out 90% of this movie.
It
and
pretty
has
much just goes right into Bride.
90% of the other two. So
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of we mentioned it before. There's a lot of sound effects.
Yeah.
From Frankenstein, the Strickfad and stuff.
Yeah, the creation, and then it goes from.
I'm sure he didn't put in the entirety of this song.
of the
Schuhplattler.
the monster meets the little girl.
Yep.
Well, now I know what to put in my iTunes search.
That's right. There you go. The monster meets the little girl. Parentheses from Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Parentheses. There you go. Do you have anything else on it? Because there's also I noticed there's a guy playing an accordion.
Not so much about this. I mean, it all seems very traditional,
Yes.
Germanic.
Yeah.
I've heard the word or read the word Tyrolean.
There you go.
In terms of how they're dressed.
They use the word Tyrolean in one of the later films. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I think it's in the Sun.
It doesn't look Tyrolean.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like
doesn't
that.
Yeah, there's a guy playing an accordion, a guy playing a fiddle. And I noticed there's a scene where a couple sort of dances towards the camera, and then they turn around and dance away from the camera.
Oh, there's a splice?
I wasn't going to say anything about this. Yeah, I think there
there's a
probably
slight
is in
jump
that
cut,
part. But I was going to say the guy It looks like he's dressed up like a Mexican bandito. Like the badges, we don't need no stinking badges type guy. I don't know why he's in this movie, but that's fine. Maybe they were. What
the
year
guy with
is
the great big hat?
Yeah, he's got a great big hat. He almost looks like he's got a bandolier on him. Yeah. So basically, there was a lot of effort put into all this, and it goes on for an extended period, and we're going to see more of it later.
I thought I wrote it down how long it went.
It's because it's like that's including last week and this week.
Yeah, no, I did it. I timed it out. Now I didn't write it down.
Basically, there's so much effort to put into it. I assume we should consider ourselves lucky there isn't more of it.
Yes,
because they clearly did a lot of work to make this happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's dozens of extras, all of whom had to be costumed and choreographed. And
although not everyone's in Tyrolean tracht.
No, I was going to mention that. It's not as obvious here as it is later.
Later,
where there's an odd mix of contemporary 30s outfits with the more authentic-looking tracht. Tracht is the word.
There's no lederhosen. There's less lederhosen as we go on, as the minutes go on. Well, I guess because
maybe they dress this way for the wedding. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. They put on their traditional. That's what I assume it is. Actually, yeah.
You'll see less of a mix and more of a return to an older European look in the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because he had more to work with, and Whale also had more of a cohesive image, and it's a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. But here it's just trying to look authentically Middle European. I've seen. I'm not exactly.
We're just trying to pull this off.
Yeah,
we've got.
This is in
3 months.
It's in the San Fernando Valley, and
we've got a decent looking little village.
Yeah, oh yeah,
it looks great.
It looks great. It's a great set. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
My friend John was just there last year and sent pictures, and so everything is recognizable. That's that archway. That's the building. It's all still there.
Yeah.
It's been rebuilt a couple times due to fires. I think I've talked about this in the past.
Yeah, I think so. Probably. We can always talk about that.
Yeah.
People who listen to Frankenstein Minute don't care.
No. It'll show up in every sequel coming up.
There's a lot that kind of comes up in the climax here that will show up in every sequel.
Every sequel, yes.
We'll get there.
Yes.
Okay, so then they cut inside,
and
someone says, and this is on the subtitles that make me notice it, but someone says, they're having a wonderful time, aren't they? Which is so sort of specific that it makes me wonder if he filmed that scene before he knew if he'd even have the money to film the other scene. It just sounds like the kind of thing somebody would look out the window and go, it's like someone saying, look, there's a wolf running across the yard.
Yeah.
Really? I just saw a bat.
There's all this cool stuff happening off screen.
Yeah. All right, so then that's that.
I don't think so, because I think the budget was fairly set. I mean, he went over it, and he went over the schedule.
But not from this scene.
Not from that, no.
Gotta let me film that street scene.
I'm begging you, Carl.
Yeah. The Schuhplattler. Think of the Schuhplattler.
There's a huge audience for that out
People have come here to see basically two things. John Bowles and Schuhplattler. We can't let them down.
That's right. Some of the posters have that.
It says John Bowles, and there's a picture of the Schuhplattler. Oh, man.
Well, in terms of them all kind of, are they condescending, or are they actually enjoying themselves?
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's the other part of that line. Yeah, are they judging the others?
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. The only thing that
I don't
would
know
lean me in that
way.
direction, it would lean me towards what you just said, is this condescension, is what Henry's dad said earlier about, give him a couple of bottles of beer and a bunch of morons. That'll shut him up for a few seconds. Like, quit yelling about how, I don't know what he...
Well, they don't deem themselves... They deem themselves unworthy to be down there with them during the Schuhplattler as well. They're up in their chateau looking out with their fancy tuxedos and...
Wish I could be down there having a beer and...
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know where I would rather be.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a huge Schuhplattler fan.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've listeners won't know, but I've had to discourage Thom trying to do an extended Schuhplattler. Oh Lord, here we go. That's right. That's fine. That's enough. That's enough. You got the whooping.
Yes.
You brought the whooping.
Got the whoopee John.
Yep. So then we're inside. As everyone knows, it's bad luck for the groom to see the bride. And Henry makes reference to that.
They shouldn't be here.
Yep.
When I was little, I didn't quite understand.
But you shouldn't be here?
Yeah, as it was their wedding. She's the bride. Yes, goddamn right she should
here.
be there.
But that water phoning that in.
Yeah. I mean, I was 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's concerned that, it's bad luck, and it, in this instance, proves to be true, I guess.
I mean, if you want to go, yep. Is it bad luck, or I think there's a comeuppance coming up soon. There's some comeuppance
he's
to this.
Way overdue.
Yeah, he's way overdue.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So we're going through the walls again.
Yes.
This is a gigantic set.
This is a massive set.
Yeah.
3 big rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It tracks laterally. It kind of pulls back a little bit, and then it tracks right to left through 2 walls.
Yep. And Elizabeth's bridal train, that's the name of that thing that hangs off the back of a bride, is so long that she walks into the room, all the way into the room. And they walk out of the room through that gigantic hallway. I call it a hallway, I guess. It's a hallway. And into the other room. And I get the impression like the end of that train never moves.
It's still,
it's still sitting
in this
there.
First room that she came from.
It's, that's it.
Yeah. No, that's all you got?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The bridesmaids' reaction is
unusual. I forgot. I do have. Are they they're bridesmaids?
I would assume so.
You would assume
attendants or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, but they're not servants. They're brides.
No, they appear
dressed
like they're her friends, her social group.
Yeah.
That were married. Did you had your?
Yeah. Well, we had a really small ceremony, but there was a. Yes. We didn't have servants. We didn't pay people to stand next to us with dresses on or anything else.
No.
We knew the people at the ceremony.
That's what I'm getting
exactly,
at.
Yeah. That would be strange to not know.
It would be,
Well, and in fact, we'll see more of those bridesmaids
we will.
next week.
But they're a little aghast, I think, that Henry dare enter the room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're very puzzled. They're a little taken aback.
Yeah.
That she asked them to leave, and we'll see much more of that in the next minute.
Yeah.
There's a medium shot of them leaving the room.
Mm-hmm.
This pretty much plays out in the wide shot here, but
they say, well, of course.
Yeah, but
someone says that, but it's not.
It's not like, oh yeah,
it's not convincing.
No.
Like
okay.
This is very strange.
Yeah, something's up. Yeah.
There's a ceremony here that must be obeyed.
Yes.
But she is the bride, and
that's right.
Whatever she says goes.
Yes.
All right.
And then we'll see what else she says.
On the next episode.
You can really see what she says if you follow us on Facebook.
That's right. Perfect.
Belong, yeah.